I'm just preparing. So you're gonna see how I prepare my slab. Okay, so previously I wrote the slab from the slab roller. If you missed it, you can watch on my YouTube, okay, and how I did it. And I also compressed it using the foam to the compressing so that hopefully it will keep straight. This is not quite straight, so I don't like it. You see that this part, the side is warping a little bit. So I think it might help, but I don't know until it gets fired. I already done the texture using this texture on the other side, but I wanted the texture to be inside, so now I flip it over so you don't see the texture here. Okay. But once I start to build it, you will see the texture. But now I want to be using this is my template. I have two sizes here. This is a little bit larger. This one is exactly this. So I'm going to use that one is the larger one. Okay. Yeah, that one is the larger one. And remember, it's going to be like shrink 12%. Okay, from the wet clay to finish. I don't want the texture from the canvas, so I am using the rib to smooth it out first. And I usually like to use the wrong side, this side to do it. If you are using this, sometimes both corners will stretch some lines there. So this is how I do it. And hold the rib slightly angle like that, and then you can make it smooth. Okay. And now I'm going to stick this on the back side of this square bowl. And remember how I stick it. Water, right? Sign your name. That is going to be on the bottom side. But yeah, after that you probably won't be able to sign it until it gets later hard. You can still sign it later. Yeah, it's right.
So
I want a pattern to be inside of the bowl. On the back side, I don't have any pattern. This part here is slightly up. You can there'll be water here to touch. This top paper is number 15, so it's slightly thinner. Okay, so that's good. And then before I flip over, I could probably chop it out. Okay, if I flip over, I won't be able to see it, right? So chop it. All right, so that's it, and then I'm gonna flip it over. So big enough. Okay, barely.
So you want that on the inside or the outside?
I want that on the inside.
Okay, you want your decoration
I want my
for this one.
texture on the inside.
Okay.
Yes.
You want your template on the outside.
Template on the outside. Yeah, template on the outside to hold it. And now, what angle are you going to cut? 60 degrees. 60 degrees. So now I'm going to bring my bevel cutter. What is 60 degrees? And hold it like this. So this is 30 degrees. This is 45 degrees. Okay, so we're gonna go like that, and then a trim. It's not too much room there, so you won't be able to, because this is in the way. But you wanna get yourself an idea what is the 60 is look like. So you can cut it. That is about 60 degrees. Push it all the way in, and then I just go cut along with the tar paper.
Why only the part of it? You can't use it.
This is
Oh.
white,
I
so
get it.
it's, you cannot go all the way in, okay? But you still want to see what the 60 look like. And then you can use here, right? It's 60, right? So you follow the curve, follow the angle, and then you cut it all the way.
Is 60 very important? 45 is okay? I mean,
60 is very important to get the ball slightly angled. If you got 45 degrees, then you should cut this part here. You need to cut it straight instead of this part. Okay, if you're gonna make it square box, it's
Yeah.
45 degrees. Okay. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm gonna cut the other side. After cut it, you might want to clean up the wire. Alright. My left hand is not working as smoothly as my right hand.
what's the tool called?
This is called bevel cutter. Bevel. Angle cutter. Yeah, that is okay. If you cut it, it doesn't need to be very accurate. Because when you attach it, you can slightly apply the pressure. The clay is soft, so you can even that is not very straight cut. You can even add some clay to attach it. Okay, so that's good, and then let's cut. So it's good to have your piece sit on the ball so you can turn more easily. Right, so that's good. All cut into 60 degrees. And now, let me bring my tool slightly to make a mark here. This is where I am going to bend it. Right, and then slip is better. Okay, slip will increase a little bit of thickness there, but I don't have slip, so I just use water. This one is slightly up, it's not straight.
I have a question. When you say I don't have slip, could you just use the slip that they use to decorate or not?
You could use the slip. What do you mean?
I mean, you know, don't they have slip here that they use to
Oh
decorate?
yeah.
stuff?
You could use.
Is that
You could use any kind of
Any
slip,
kind of- okay.
but you want to get closer to the color of your clay.
Right.
So the best way is you can make slip right away. It's very easy and quick. Just break it down and then break it down your clay into a smaller pieces. To add water in it, and you will be able to get slip easily. Even this piece here, you can make a slip right out of here. Right? So you already have slip.
I
Just water and clay, and then
I
you
like
just
that method. That's a good method.
you can make a slip right out of here, right? That's a slip, right? Slip, water and clay. Break it into a smaller pieces. That is a slip.
Need to be very thick. I mean, just like a.
Yeah, you are using the slip as a glue to
Yeah.
glue to the surface. Yeah. Put the glue there.
Scraping that surface a little bit too.
Yes. So score, slip, pressure. That's how you join two pieces of clay together. Even you join your handles. Score, slip, pressure. Okay. So that's why I'm using the toothbrush to score it. You can use the tool to score it. But they are selling some tool with the little spikes, silver spikes. You just go back and forth a couple times. But I think this toothbrush splitter is doing the job.
You were doing it so gently, it just, I thought maybe he isn't really scoring that.
No, score it. Right, slip. It's lots of slip here. Okay, so we'll brush with the slip and score, and then we are going to bring this over, slightly apply pressure here, right where I make a mark. Right. You can put a little bit support there to hold it in position. That's why I didn't put my clay away, using the clay to hold it. Right, you see almost, you have the shape. Right, and now pressure. Just roughly get it into the shape, and you can do a better job later on. You can still see, you know, if you don't do a good job, you can see that there's still a gap there, right? So you want to make sure that you want to push it so it's all the way connecting. Put more pressure where that is trying to come up. More pressure there. And later on, you are going to add a coil to the joint, okay, to reinforce it. And now you want to make sure that the pressure is good, and that the contact is attaching it nicely. You don't see any gap there.
You need to hold it like for 30 seconds, like last time you make it.
Oh yeah, you need to hold it more than that.
Oh.
Yeah, hold it. So you don't need to use a hand to hold it, right? You can use a clay to hold it. Right, that's why I'm putting the clay here to hold it in position. And if you are well prepared, you can even use a piece of a board, wooden board. So that way your wall will be more straight, right? If you have something that is more, the board there, so you can
But
use
then
the
the
board.
board can use something to hold that ball itself, right?
Use a clay to hold the board.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to use a hand to hold
Yeah,
it.
otherwise
Or
I feel like the ball can.
when the clay is soft, it's adjustable, so you can always push it. when it is not fully attached. You always push it. And you can also, like here, if you find out you don't have enough clay, accidentally you cut it too much, you can use the clay to patch it. Like here, if you don't have enough clay, you can patch it with just a roll of small coil there, and then patch it. You can do that later. Okay? I'm just showing you. You know, make a very thin piece of coil and just patch it in there.
When is a good time to do this? Like
When your clay is a little bit firmer. Yeah, now it's still soft, but I'm just showing you. Add a coil there. Okay, so I'm just going to let it hold there for maybe an hour or two. Okay, because today is not very hot. The weather is not very hot, so it will dry slowly. Plus, the tar paper is not going to release the moisture. The tar paper is holding the moisture there, so it's going to be dry slowly. But once it's dry a little firmer, you can do a better job on finishing it up. Okay. That's the square bowl, and I will finish it up. I will call you later, maybe by 12:30, and come here and try to peel off the tar paper and show you how I finish. Alright, I'm going to flip it over and attach the feet. So what I did was I add a coil to the corner and push it in. Okay, so it will be a little bit stronger for the corner. Still, the clay is still wet, so I will weigh a little bit harder and then smooth it out. But I'm going to flip it over to show you how I attach the feet.
you use what to smooth out the this is
I wrote a smaller coil
Yeah.
and then add it and slip there and then attach it. And later, you can use a needle too, right?
Okay.
And just go there and just smooth it out. Okay, for the corner. But now the clay is still a little bit wet, so I will wait further. And flip it over. And peel it off. Of course, for the corner of the joint, you can use a wet paper towel to smooth it. Slightly pinch in the corner and then smooth it. Oh, by the way, before I flip it over, this part here, when you kind of bend it, it's kind of little, not very straight. So I use a little bit of, when this is still on, I use a little bit of a rib and then just kind of pound it here to make it more straight.
Do you do that outside or inside?
Outside.
Okay.
Outside, yeah. So this part here, the angle is a little bit better. Okay. So that is the joint. And then earlier I prepared the feet here. And all you need to do is just attach them here. Okay. What I did was I used a rolling pin for that, and then make it flat and use this to make a texture and cut it, and you can roll it. Roll it so you have a texture on the side, and for this part here to get wider, I just keep on pounding on the table. Just keep on doing that until it's big, wider. Right, like that. So you still have a texture, but this part here is wider. That's how I made my feet. Okay. And here I am going to score here, slit. If you don't have a slit, you can make a slit right there using the toothbrush. All right. Slit, score on pressure. All right, pressure. Okay, so that's how I joined my feet. Make sure it is level. Okay, and later on, smooth it out. If you want the edge slightly thicker, it might be stronger too. You can use a rib to kind of pound it on the edge of it to make it thicker. When it's thicker, it's a little bit stronger. Because when you fire, the gravity is going to pull it down, so it's very easy to get warped. So slightly making this part here thicker, it will hold the straight edge a little bit better.
So you do this before you smooth it out?
I do this before I smooth it out. Yeah. Okay. So that is the square hole. Okay. All right.
Now that we've tried it, it's like, this is harder than it looks.
It's harder than it looks.
But yeah, you make it look easy.